What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're here on Reckoning, and this is going to be my new player guide to survival. Now, new player can mean brand new to the game or brand new to the map, or maybe you just are struggling with the map in general and you want to see exactly what I do, when I do it, and why. This video will be absolutely for you. So the first step is kind of an option, I guess you could say, because I'm going to turn on the Rampage Inducer. If you guys have ever watched my content before, then you know my suggestion for the Rampage Inducer is more than likely, with it on, you'll be able to take more advantage of the power-ups when they do drop, allowing you to build up more points if it 2x drops, or, take more advantage of an insta-kill, things of that nature, but you don't absolutely have to turn this on. It just helps get through the earlier rounds a little bit faster, and like I said, you can, in most cases, take more advantage of the power-ups, but I do think for a lot of people it can tend to be a little bit challenging. If you do want to test yourself a little bit, practice the first area with the Rampage Inducer on, definitely recommend that as well, because it will help you learn to train the zombies a little bit more efficiently and probably help you improve a bit too. But we're going to kind of hang out in this first room. The, I guess, currency number I'm shooting for is around 13,000 because we want to be able to get pack 1 essentially by the time we make our way to Pack-a-Punch. And I think a lot of people end up opening up doors a little bit too early or giving themselves positions that maybe aren't the most, I guess, viable for staying alive in the earlier rounds because they start opening up stuff. This way, we're kind of limiting ourselves to this first area. We're full control over where the zombies spawn for the most part, and we can, kind of plan exactly where to expect them from. I think once you start opening up too much stuff, zombies start spawning all over the place, and it just makes things a lot more difficult and a lot less predictable. All right, we're going to get a little bit more of our double points in action. Oh, I should have made my way over here. I'm not going to make it over here fast enough. I tried to do it. Oh, too slow. I was going to get my double points with the machine there, and I kind of forgot. I usually try to wait to grab that for the double points. Could have got this here, too. All right, round 4. Did we get it? Where's the zombie? Hello? Oh, I guess we got it. The round flipped. I didn't even notice. All right, round 5. We're going to get our Klaus round on the next round. We're not going to be doing any Easter egg steps, so we don't have to worry about that. But like I said, goal is about 13,000 essence, and we're still a little ways away. We are rocking the Maelstrom because I think for this map specifically with the Uber Klauses, until you get a little more practice in, probably going to be the most efficient weapon for taking them out, and it'll make things a little bit easier. The only part that I don't like about the Maelstrom is you tend to build points up a little bit slower, and you go through a lot more ammo. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because it ends up being more powerful than most of the other weapons, even if you are upgrading them, even with low upgrades. Like a Pack 1 Legendary Maelstrom is going to be a lot better for most people than even some of the Pack 2 purple weapons, I think. All right, we got our first Klaus round here. Nothing too crazy to be expected. Just try to keep your distance. Do your best to try to predict where they're going to be or where they're going to try to explode, because they do a significant amount of damage, and in the earlier rounds you obviously have less to work with. We don't have Jug, we don't have any perks yet. But the cool thing is, in the earlier rounds, you have a lot less time being wasted if you go down, right? Like, we're 3.5 minutes in, we're on round 7. Okay, now that I'm on round 7, I'm at 9k. I'm feeling pretty confident we should be able to get the rest of the essence that we need. We'll shut off that Rampage Inducer, even though it's at the beginning of the round, so we can kind of slow these guys down a bit, as it is going to get a little bit more chaotic now that we've passed the first special round. And we don't want to purchase anything yet. We're saving all our points. It's kind of nice to reset in the earlier rounds if you have to, so I guess being the most efficient in the early rounds for power and damage is probably the better way to go, and then you get perks a little bit after the fact. But we just need to get down to the final zombie here. We're almost there. Just want to make sure I don't kill them all. It's kind of hard sometimes. We have Dragon's Breath on. I will put my loadout in the pinned comment down below for those of you interested, but I'm sure most of you are already running the correct setup or an efficient setup for the Maelstrom, so you probably don't need it. All right, get you out of here, get you out of here. It's an insta-kill, but not for us. We don't need it. Let's go ahead and start opening up some stuff. So 12,385 may not be enough, but it's going to be pretty close, and that's all that's really going to matter. Okay, I didn't take advantage of them in the first area, but I can always go back. We're going to go ahead and check these quick trash cans while we're here, because something could pop up that's beneficial to us. Get the first couple there. Oh, I think I missed one down there. It's all right. We'll check these. I don't know if we're going to get anything good, but maybe we do. I mean, if you get really lucky, you could get a legendary tool. Maybe get a pack crystal. Which one did I forget? I think it was the one over here. We got one more we can check. And there's just a little bit of essence. Nothing good this time. There is a couple in spawn I forgot to check, but make sure you're checking those on your way, because you may get a game-changing upgrade out of those. But otherwise, just continue going forward. We'll pretend like you're not getting anything good out of it. And we're going to open up the power room here. And we're actually good to go. We don't need our folders. We're not doing the Easter egg steps for this one. We're just trying to get to Pack-a-Punch. Now, Pack-a-Punch is open. We are still short some. but it's not going to be too bad. It's enough points where we could probably get that in a reasonable amount of time, just a few zombie eliminations. And reality is we're going to flip the round regardless. We just want to get over here with our 1 or 2 zombies, activate this power thing, get all the power crystals shot, and then we can worry about flipping our round. I don't think we'll get enough points from killing these guys for our actual Pack-a-Punch, but I guess if we're short by like 100, did I get the Vulture Aid? I could go get the Vulture Aid. Loose change too. Okay, so now we got our crystals to spawn in. The nice thing about this thing is it has pretty wide spread. It's just a little rough from range. Okay, reload. Stay away, guys. With the Rampage Inducer, if you guys want to run the whole run with the Rampage Inducer, I always recommend that too. You might not live nearly as long, but you'll get a lot better at training the zombies. It's not letting me hit that guy. There we go. And then where's the last? Down here. And boom, boom, boom. Oh, I hit a zombie. No. Come on, let me hit these crystals. And there we go. Perfect. Now I'll worry about killing these guys. We're still going to be short. Okay, round 8 is started. We're still perkless, but that's okay. We got our Pack-a-Punch coming here in just a few eliminations. That's almost going to be enough right there. We need one more. Come on. Let the fire get him. Oh, it didn't get him. Can I punch him? Yeah, we got 5K. Let's go. First 5,000. 100% spending it on Pack-a-Punch. Let's go ahead and grab this. This is my least favorite room in the entire game to be in, because the anti-gravity can be such a troll sometimes. But now that we've gotten that, which door is this? I'm actually going to go out the other door back toward the director's area, because we know Jug's over there. I did not want to fall into that to become an orb. We know Jug's over there, and that's definitely the first perk that I want to grab. Okay, we're back over near Jug, because this is exactly what we're going for next. We can kind of just chisel away at our zombies. Oh, we already have enough. That was pretty fast. You want to make sure you're not spending your points too quickly, though, because we are pack 1. Now our ammo is going to cost 1,000, and we want to make sure we can maintain that, right? Because this weapon specifically goes through a ton of ammo. But we'll go ahead and grab that. I didn't do it fast enough. I didn't even do what I was trying to do, to be honest. I was going to dolphin dive, and I just dropped myself there. But now we have Jug. We're good. All right, time for the zombies to start spawning. Not going to worry much about my rarity tool yet. I think at the end of this round, maybe I'll go do the free ammo mod. Now, if you guys don't want to use the target practice Easter egg to try to get yourself a few upgrades, you don't have to, because it can be a little bit challenging in the third wave specifically, so the Pack-a-Punch crystal, but it is kind of nice to knock out the round 11 for the second time completion to get yourself a free epic tool. And honestly, with the shotgun, it's not terribly difficult, but it might take you guys some practice to get through the initial. But as you can see here, we're more than strong enough to kind of just stand in place. I'm not getting the nuke, because although it could be nice for points, it also could be a disadvantage for me. Now, we do have one zombie. Let's go ahead and save this one zombie, just so we can go do our target practice real quick in the spawn. Okay, hopefully we can do this. Aim and shoot. Am I standing on it? Maybe I'm not standing on it. Sometimes it's a little weird. Let's see if we can get it. Gotta get away from the zombie. Stand on it for sure. I guess I'm gonna kill the zombie. I do it at the beginning of the next round, I guess. Oh, it's a double point. It's not even a good time to do it. That's terrible. I guess I'm gonna get it. Yeah, double points is not a good time to do it, but I want to get this thing out of the way. It's going to take a second for our zombies to spawn regardless, so not going to matter too much. Okay, that one there. Up there. 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 And there. What did we get? Napalm! Let's go! That was actually going to be the one I recommended, so that's kind of cool. Alright, double points kind of went to waste, but that's okay. Could be worse. We ended up getting a free ammo mod. We're going to get ourselves a free pack. Not a pack crystal, but a ether tool in the next round doing the same exact thing. Will be a little bit harder, but it's the same concept. All right, now we just got to get through this round, which should be pretty straightforward. I honestly think I have to do more like longer runs in the 50s plus, basically, for this run, or this map. But I kind of feel like this is going to be the best area to actually train the zombies. Whereas the other place that I'm going to go ends up being kind of annoying the further you go, just because of how the spawn system works. But I'm still going to recommend it because it's a nice big area. You got a little bit more freedom to get around the map and stuff, so there's always potential. But more than likely, I think the further you go, the more this area will probably be the most reasonable for training zombies. All right, here we go. Shooting practice number 2. Okay, this one, that one, that one, that one. This one. This is such an annoying thing to do sometimes, though. Depends on where they're at and where the zombies are. So far, it's been okay. That further. That one. It's going to be the ones in the back. How did I know? Oh, come on. Window. Yep. My least favorite ones to hit are these ones in the window. And then that one and that one. Perfect. Not even going to worry about the Pack-a-Punch Crystal. I could worry about the Pack-a-Punch Crystal if I want a free pack too, but I feel like for a majority of people, that's going to be a little bit too complicated. And I kind of want this run to be focused on, like I said, the newer players. But if you can find yourself getting through target practice number 3 at 16 plus for the free pack 2 crystal, definitely recommend it. We're not going to do it for this run, just for, like I said, the sake of the people that more than likely are going to struggle with that. But it is a very valuable option. Okay, well, I made my way back up to Mutant. We're going to go ahead and grab PhD, which is going to be nice. Not only for navigating around the map a little bit faster, but being able to get zombies out of our way as well. We're going to go across here to Android. I'm kind of just grabbing some perks along the way, right? We're going to go ahead and grab this. We now have double tap. The core 3 are in place. Anything you get after this will be lost when you go down into last stand with your self-revive, but at least make sure the first 3 are the ones that you feel like are the most important to you. For me, I like double tap a lot for damage, and I like PhD and Jug, obviously, for survival purposes. And quick revive is great too. I honestly could have got quick revive already. I've never seen the geneticist come all the way up here. I killed the geneticist, but they didn't drop the key card. Oh, there's another arm. No big deal. And that's the Klaus round, so we're looking good. Do I want this? You know what? Let's just grab the 2-plater now. I feel like we're doing okay. I have enough ammunition that shouldn't be an issue. We only need to get back to 1,000 at this point in order to be able to purchase ammo again. Okay, so this is my usual training spot, at least into the 30s, 40s. This is what I've used for a majority of my runs so far. The only issue is it's a much bigger room, so once you can't stay within this little area here around the forklift, there's a lot of despawning and respawning around the room, and it can get a little bit frustrating. So just keep in mind, if you're going to move around the room a little bit more, or in a bigger radius, you should be expecting to have issues with the zombies despawning and respawning. I got the double points right at the end, and we were able to get the bonus points on top of it. W. Tried to wait as long as I could, but obviously without the Rampage Inducer on, the time in between rounds is pretty significant, and most of your power-up gets burned. But we're still in this spot. I mean, we are more than powerful at this point. Pack 1 Epic's going to carry us quite a bit here. And I think even with the Uber Klaus coming at 16, we'd probably be all right with our current setup. The other nice thing, too, is that we saved so much salvage by doing that one tool through the shooting practice or the target practice Easter egg. That we'll be able to get legendary a lot earlier than you normally would. All right, we'll be able to get through this round pretty quickly. I mean, if the zombies were close enough, they'd probably already all be dead, as we are pretty strong for where we're at in the game right now, which is kind of what you want to do. You want to try to be, I guess, overpowered along the way, but you want to do it in a way that it's financially feasible to continue going forward. Like if you get pack 3 as soon as you have 30k points, you know, as the lowest round possible, depending on what you're using, you might come across an issue where you run out of currency. All right, I've been slow and steadily building up all my zombies here, getting as many to spawn in as it allows. I feel like this is most of them. And then we're going to just destroy them all, almost in one mag. That's actually crazy. All right, those should be the last 2, maybe? Oh, nope, they're going to start spawning some more. I could potentially, I guess, hit the nuke. I'll just hit the nuke. That'll guarantee the round flips, and I might be able to utilize the insta-kill a little. Gonna be our Uber Klaus round. There it is. I hear him. He's coming in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this the second he comes in. He should stop moving. Oh my god. Obviously, we had the insta-kill there, which just made that stupid, but I mean, I think our weapon's just pretty strong in general. Well, Uber Klaus down. He, like, barely survived for any amount of time. If you didn't get the strategy there, I shrouded the moment he came in because I knew he wasn't going to be doing the energy mine attack, which is the one you have to be the most cautious with when you're popping the shroud. If you pop the shroud after he's already started shooting the mines, well, unfortunately for you, at least for now, until they fix it, it will continue tracking even when you're in the shroud, which I think is kind of an L. But honestly, I do expect it's something that will get fixed eventually. But while you're in the shroud, it should stop moving, giving you pretty much free reign to shoot its shoulder pads off, getting rid of it pretty quickly, as you can see. Obviously, I did have the insta-kill. We're not going to have insta-kill for each of the ones that we have going forward, so I'll be able to give some more examples as we go along here. Okay, we ended up getting another Klaus round. I mean, this is probably not the most ideal time for most people to go ahead and get their upgrades, but I feel like it's not a bad time to get upgrades, right? Like, these guys are going to be spawning in. They're a little bit slow. You're moving from room to room. They're going to have to despawn, respawn, follow the same rules. So I don't think it's always that big of a deal. Fourth perk I'm going to go for here is definitely going to be Speed Cola, at least at the moment. Obviously, I can get Quick Revive as well, which is on the list, but Speed Cola is a little closer to me. I got to drop through to one more lower level if I want to go ahead and get Quick Revive, which I'm going to absolutely do here. Let's actually get rid of some of these guys. Should be pretty easy to destroy in our current situation. Where are they at? They all should be coming from like one direction. Almost. I mean, luckily they just die so fast, it doesn't really matter. You just got to make sure they're not blowing up on you the entire time and you're good. Okay, there we go. And just like that, we can continue going forward. All right, dropped all the way to the lower level. We're grabbing Quick Revive. I mean, if you want to grab Quick Revive as your first perk, you're more than welcome. I know for some people it's like probably one of the more important ones, but for me, I just end up getting it when I feel like it makes the most sense, and it's always like my fourth or fifth perk. Oh, we got a free power, full power. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I'm using the double shroud charges. It's really up to you which you want to use, but I find that it helps you get unstuck, and it's definitely really good against the Uberklaus, because in some cases you only need the one short one, and it allows you to have another one on backup. So I feel like that's kind of nice. Yeah, this first area is not that bad for training the zombies. I mean, we're already through this round, basically. And we have still yet to upgrade past Pack-a-Punch level 1, which I think is insane. Is there enough? There might be almost enough salvage on the ground. Is there one more salvage? We have enough salvage. All right, we have 5k salvage, and we have enough for Pack 2. I think we're going to go ahead and get Legendary first, and then we can kind of make our choices from there. Let's see what we can do. You know what? Let's just grab... I don't really feel like we need Deadshot, but I'm going to grab it, because we're going to be grabbing all the perks anyway. Let's just grab it while we're here. Oh, look what we got. There it is. He's there. Round 19. Okay, he probably did the energy mine already, so let's go ahead and charge. Okay, he's just going to stand still. This thing is so busted. What the hell? Bro, we're on 19. It's Pack 1 purple. Is it really supposed to destroy him that quickly? I feel like that's crazy. All right. Stay away really quickly. He almost died before I had to reload, but he didn't quite. All right, we're good. We are good. Yeah, the one thing that's really nice about this map is that the perk machines are pretty much available everywhere. Like, every perk that you would ever want, there's a machine for it. The only perk machine we don't have is Death Perception. And honestly, I don't think I care about that. All right, we're still here. Instant kill. We'll just finish off the round. Nothing crazy. I feel confident we should be fine in this round, so I'll just grab stamina while we're here. Everything's looking fine. I mean, this also just goes to show how far this weapon can carry you without too many issues, right? Like, we're doing way more than enough damage. We're Pack 1 Legendary, which should be easy to do as long as you do get the target practice epic tool. And, of course, just survive long enough to get to this point where you'll have enough salvage, because that's all that you really need to do. The other point is, too, I'm not doing any trials throughout this run, at least. So if you guys do take advantage of the trials, you'll be even in better shape than I am now. Maybe you'll even get a free Pack-a-Punch crystal through it. Maybe you'll, you know what I mean? Maybe you'll get a bunch of extra salvage from that, and you'll be in good spot. All right, well, I guess that's the round. It says we have one zombie. What the heck? Where the heck was that guy? Did I get the loose change here? I did not, so we got a little bit extra. Now, if you're curious why I haven't made the trek over to get Pack 2 yet, part of it's just because I already know what this weapon has to offer, and a lot of the time it's harder to get your points build up as fast with this weapon. So I felt like the longer that I'm Pack 1, as long as we're doing enough damage for it to not be an issue, which right now is clearly the case, I don't see why we need to be Pack 2 and spend, 2.5 times more on our ammunition. If we're going to end up having to buy ammo, we might as well, you know what I mean, make sure it's cheap ammo. I'm going to grab that, but I'm going to grab it late so I can take advantage of the enemies. Like, we're definitely doing more than enough damage. I guess you could argue that more damage would equal less shots needing to be fired, but only if the one shot's not killing them, and basically they're still dying in one hit, so it does not matter. All right, we got our first doppel, and it's gone. It's out of here. See ya. Another one coming in. Back to back. That's why I'm not worried about this thing. Not worried in the slightest. Also, it dropped us a death machine, easily, not equally, one of the best score streaks. Not even one of the best score streak that you could use pretty much against the Uberklaus, as it will decimate him very fast. It's used for the high round strat, because obviously once you get into the really high rounds, people going for 999, things get a lot more hectic. You need to get those guys out of there as quickly as possible. And I don't know that my shroud trick would be quite as effective at those later rounds. Plus, you got to do some crazy things when you do high rounds. All right, we're doing the same thing. Kind of just going in a loop here. It'd be helpful if these guys weren't transforming so frequently. I'm going to definitely save me a zombie here because I feel like we're at a point where why not actually upgrade? Oh, didn't save a zombie, so we're going to do it the crazy way, I guess. Did we? No, we didn't. All right, let's go ahead and just run it. We got to just run it. I'm going to go ahead and grab Elemental Pop 2 because we have more than enough points. We're not getting pack 3 here. Might as well just make the pit stop. Okay, grab that. I didn't end up doing the loose change, but it's okay. Oh, it ends up being another bot round. All right, pack 2 acquired. I technically could buy a 3-plater, but at this point, I don't feel like it's necessary for me. I'm going to go ahead and grab Vulture because I think it'll be nice for the ammo situation that we end up finding ourselves in a lot of the time. And it's just going to be overall better for this weapon. All right, see if we can get some of these guys out of here. These rounds are not too bad. Which direction? That takes me to Directors. That's exactly where I want to go. So now we just need to save up for pack 3, realistically, for whenever we want to get that. We'll probably end up getting it right before we're done at round 31. We'll also do an exfil. No, honestly, the Death Machine's probably great for the exfil, so that should be fine. And we're good. Now I can make my way back out of here. We're looking great on perks. We're looking great on our upgrades. And we've been able to hold our own without too many issues, to be honest. All right, Doppelgas made it in. Oh, we got 2 of them. Dude, they just die so fast, it's actually hilarious. No aiming required. Just aim at the hip and fire. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. We got our guy. I'm going to go ahead and Shroud. He's not mining. First one's gone. Oh. Second one should be gone. Am I aiming at it? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, there we go. And he's down. This is our 3rd one already. We fought this run. Just keep staying in your routine here. Now, is there any of you guys that would be interested in me sharing my normal augment setup? No, I know everybody's is kind of a little bit different when it comes to the content creators and stuff, but I could share with you guys what I normally run. Obviously, there is some variables that change, but for the most part, I don't change a whole lot. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know down in the comment section below. I feel like there's been a billion videos in regards to that throughout this year, so I kind of only want to do it if enough people are interested. All right, we should be able to get through the rest of this round. That's that right there. Another round in the bag. Yeah, this training area is not too bad as long as you can maintain this small area around the forklift here. Yeah, once you start expanding outside of that, though, it gets a little bit ridiculous with all the despawning and respawning, and it ends up just being kind of frustrating as you're trying to navigate around the room, but obviously, if you have to do so, maybe you need to go hit the crafting table or whatever. It's worth the risk to do so. You just expect a lot of the zombies to be spawning in front of you and in places that are very inconvenient along the way. Let's go ahead and get this nuke, I think. Close enough to the end of the round. Likely not going to be able to use it in the next one. Should be able to even flip the round for us. Perfect. Yeah, the Doppelgas become pretty consistent, but they're consistently dying at a fast rate, so not a big deal. Stay away from those guys. That's why PhD is so good. Right there, you can slide in between. Just aim from the hip. Slide by. Looking great. Is that another double points? I don't see it. No, it's an armor. That's nice. I do have the decoy. Let's throw it. I got multiple decoys on the ground. I can just pick them up. I don't know where they went, but I know there was on. See it. I see it now. It's right in front of me. Okay, go ahead and play it up. Keep firing. So many of them changing into other enemies. But still no aim is required, which is beautiful. I mean, we're still only pack 2. We can get pack 3, honestly, pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and wait till we have enough for pack 3 and the 3-plater all at once. Make it a round trip. Make it all in one. 2 birds, 1 stone. All right, same song and dance here on round 27. Another Doppel. Already gone. I love Electric Cherry, by the way, when you reload and the electricity just affects the enemies around you. I'll go ahead and throw a decoy. There's plenty of them on the ground. Why not? Vulture Aid is beneficial for a reason. All right, we're going to just keep shooting at them. Reload. You're going to be gone. You didn't even get to do your attack. Oh, there's an insta-kill. Well, kind of feel like it's wasted now unless we get through this round really fast. Because we're more than likely going to end up with a Uber Klaus next round if it's not already another Klaus round. Oh, well, the round's going to go longer than we can handle it. I guess we're grabbing it. Just kill them all in one bullet. Nah, they're not grouped up enough. There's obviously a lot more now that we've gone past the 26 threshold. There's also a double points right there. It is kind of useful, but not if we have to use it in this round. All right, double points action. We got it for the old Klaus round. I would have probably went for Pack-a-Punch and the 3-plater on this round, but I knew it was going to be a Klaus round. You can tell by how slow the round starts. I could utilize decoys here if I wanted, but no big deal. Let's just throw one. We could pick it up. Pick one up off the ground. Problem is how far away they're traveling from. It's like not as effective as some of the other special enemies we've had in the past. But it is also partially where I'm positioned in the area. Is that it? Nope. I hear one. He's behind me. I got him before he could get me. Where you at? Another one over there. Beautiful. Okay, headed into Pack-a-Punch for the final time. Let's see if this thing moves. Yep, I knew it was going to happen. Second I go to grab it, it was going to move. It was inevitable. All right, I'll kill a couple zombies here. We're pack 3. We got this. We have enough for 2 things of ammo if we ran completely out, which is great. We're not planning on buying anything else anyway, so I think we're in a good spot. We have 9 perks. The only 2 left that I don't have currently are 2 that I'm not worried about. Melee Macchiato and Death Perception. Oh, look who we got here. It's Uber Klaus. All right, he's doing his move. He needs to do it, though. Shoot your orb out, brother. All right, we're going to do it. He's going to move a little bit. He's going to stop moving somewhere soon. And I'm going to go over there. Broke both the sides off already. What the hell? Did he teleport somewhere? Oh, we got a second one. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and do this. Same thing. This is why we have 2. At least get to put a huge dent in this guy before the other guys come in. Where'd the other one go? Oh, I see it. It's over there, I think. Unless it died. Did it die already? Or did it just leave? Oh, no, it's right there. About to die. Now it's gone. All right, perfect. Now we're in a good spot. Now we're in a great spot. Go ahead and PhD those guys out of here. Doppelgas tried to come in and save the day. No luck. That trial still hasn't moved. It's been in the same spot for a while. Not that we really need it. Kill all these guys. Keep them all grouped. There's so many vermin. I just want to get the ammo. There's ammo that I can pick up in these groups of zombies that I'm killing. I just have to be fast. Just have to be real fast. Get the parasite out. Yeah, there's just so many bugs coming out of zombies. And then vermin turning into parasites. It's a little weird, actually. Why is it happening so frequently? There we go. Another... Oh, I think we got it. The last of those zombies here. That's the last of that round. It is. All right, one more round before we do our exfil. All right, Doppelgast already came in. We brain rotted it. We're going to definitely have to buy ammo in this round, but that's okay. We have 24K. We had 10K left over after our pack and our 3-plater, and it was enough to carry us forward. That's all that really matters. And we should get some ammo drops. We'll get one from this guy as soon as he ends up going down here in a second. There we go. Now that he's getting eliminated, we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and throw a decoy over there. Same thing as I said before. They're on the ground. I'm just not even taking full advantage of them. Try to eliminate as many of these guys as possible, including the parasite. Honestly, the parasites are probably the more important thing to focus on, just because they're going to be able to hit you from range where the zombies wouldn't be able to. All right, we're looking good. A lot of the zombies are already cleared out. This area is really nice and easy to train the zombies. But like I said earlier, it definitely gets a little bit more chaotic as you get into the 40s and 50s, just trying to maintain this little circle that we have here. But nonetheless, you should be able to do it for way more than most of you guys are normally planning on surviving, I would think. Let's go ahead and finish these guys off. Everything's looking good. I wish these guys would just die instead of transform. That part would be nice. I feel like the transformation should only happen... Oh, we have one zombie? Well, we had one zombie, and then I killed it. I was going to save one zombie so we could go to the exfil the safe way, but we'll just go this way. All right, if you're in that position that I was just in and you need to get there, you're going to drop down here. I'm not using the no fall damage thing, if you're wondering why I'm not doing that. Parachute for the win right now. I'm going to climb over. We got to go down here. Same thing. And then we interact with this, just like you normally would. And then outside we go. What door is it? It's right out here. It's going to be out here and over by Speed Cola. I could have gone the other way too, doesn't really matter. But this is where our exfil is going to be. We got an exfil. I'm going to go ahead and buy ammo just so I don't run out in a second. 35 enemies. Okay, here comes our guy. I'm going to throw a decoy over there. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And goodbye. Come on, pop out. And you're dead. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And you're dead. So freaking awesome. Everybody's gone. One zombie left. Where are you? Where are you? There it is. And you're dead. And that's it. The exfil is super straightforward. It's going to let me in the vehicle. There we go. We got in. Let's go. So there is your new player guide to survival here on Reckoning. Hopefully me guiding you through the rounds round by round in the fashion that I did made it a little bit easier to understand what you guys should be doing, how you guys should be trying to prioritize things, and at least have you surviving to 31 and maybe even beyond. Basically, the strategy after that point would be to just do the exact same thing I was doing and just continue pushing rounds further. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all support the channel. Look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!